wings are all together, and the glue is set up, so pretty stiff. I'm not going to reef on it too much, don't want to break it. One thing to note is the wires should come through the top of the hole, not the bottom of the hole like I showed when I put them together, because the wings mount on the bottom, so you want these coming up so that you can hook onto the wires coming out of the bottom of the fuselage here. So, so there's that. Next step is really another really simple step. You've got just this little foam piece here that goes right in the center of the wing. I don't know why they have that, why they didn't build it with that already in, but that gets glued in. And then also the little plastic part here that the screw goes down through to mount this into the fuselage. So I'm going to mix up some glue, and it looks like I'm going to have to push that back out. There we go. I'm going to mix up some glue and put those in place. So I know I cut out a little bit here mixing up glue. I figured you really didn't want to watch glue dry, but I'll mix up a little bit here. Leave this on the video just for you to see. I don't know why, it's probably pretty boring, but here we go anyway. So we're going to mix up a little bit of glue. Going to put a little bit on here. Again, you don't need much, but if you're using Gorilla Glue, you want to use a lot less than this. But I want to make sure that this is going to hold in place. And there's only one way that this can go. There's a little flat spot on this, and it goes to the back of the wing, the back edge of the wing. So you just line it up, drop it in, boom, let it dry. And this is really only one way that this can go as well. There's a little bit of a ridge right in the center there, and the wider, taller part goes towards the front. It matches up with the little ridge right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edges. And there's actually two little tabs there that seat down in as well. So I'm going to put some glue on those tabs. And then those seat right down in. So there's only one way that that can go in. Just pop that right down in there. Seats in. Take a paper towel. Wipe the excess glue off. You want to clean that up pretty quickly because some of the epoxy tends to yellow a little bit when it sets up. So you want to make sure that you got that all off. You don't want to make your nice white wing all yellow and nasty. So there's the wing completed. I'm going to set it aside and let those parts dry. And we are on we just completed step number 16. And we are going to be skipping 17 and 18. Well, actually we can do 18 after the wing dries. 17 is putting landing gear in the wing, and that's all done already. 18 is hooking up the connectors, so we'll hook those up in just a minute here. I'm not going to go through hooking up the receiver and stuff. I'm going to assume that you guys know how to do that. If you don't, give me a shout. I'll be happy to help you out with it. But if you're ordering the ARF unit, you probably already have your own transmitter and receiver, and you know how to hook those up. So this comes with the Y cables already in. A couple of Y cables have chokes on them. I'm assuming that that Y cable goes to the motors, so that hooks up to channel 3, and then you've got the Y cables for the ailerons and for the rudder here. And I'll double check and make sure those are all right, and we'll get those hooked up. We're going to let this dry a little bit more because step 19 is actually screwing this in place. So we're going to let the wing dry, and then we'll take a step back to that. And that finishes it up. The next step, it shows hooking the battery in. So I'm going to put the wing on, one more step here, and then I'm going to wait on till the next video. I'll do a final setup video before I fly it to show you how to hook those up. But I'm going to put my radio equipment in and stuff, and then we'll test fly it. Hopefully, the weather's been really weird here. One day it's 40, 50 degrees. Next day it's like 10, so it's been really windy too, so I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to fly this. I am going to try to fly it off the short field. I hope it has enough thrust and can build up enough speed quick enough to get it off the short field. So anyways, we'll move on to the next step after I give this about 10 minutes to dry, okay? Okay, we're down to the last portion here, and there was a Y cable that came with the system. And this Y cable goes to the 2 wires that go to the ailerons. So I hook that up. It's actually just a Y adapter. It's not even a cable. It's just a little adapter. You hook up one to one side and one to the other. The other 2 wires go to the other Y adapter here. This is actually a 3-way Y. This goes to the retracts and then the retract up front. So we're going to plug that in. Just bring it right over here, just like this. And plug these in. These are the retracts are the white and red and black, and the other ones. Oops, got to grab the right end here of the Y adapter. The other wires are the orange, red, and brown. So plug those in. Helps if I grab the right part here. Wow, I'm doing really good grabbing the wrong ones here. I'd show you close-ups of this, but there's really no way you can mess it up. You just got to trace the wires back to where they go. There we go. So then I'm going to take some time here and put my receiver in, and then turn on the power. I know I've showed this on other videos. If you're not sure, check out some of my other videos. I always turn on the power first. Once everything's hooked up, put a battery and turn on the power, and then I connect the push rods and get those all centered. Make sure that your trims are centered and stuff before you do that. So let's just drop everything down in here. Now it's a little tight in here. You want to make sure that these wires are out of the way of the servos and stuff. I'm just going to tuck them forward for right now because it's not super important because I don't have it actually hooked up and running. But when you have it hooked up and running, you don't want to be binding those servos up because that's the elevator and rudder servo. Make sure those chokes are out of the way. There we go. Okay, and it fits in there just like that. And then you take the plastic screw, drop it in there. Tighten it down. There it is. It's all together. I got one more decal to put on the side, the stripe along the side. But that kind of goes along the edge of the wing here and up on the tail, so I want to make sure that that was all on before I did that. And hopefully we'll get a chance to fly this for you soon. So keep watching. I'll have some more videos coming up. This is probably the only build here for February, but I'll try to get some flights on this. I also want to get a flight on the Dynam Spitfire that I did. Still haven't had a chance to get a flight video of that for you, although I have flown it several times. And then coming up in March, we'll have another plane. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but we'll take that as it comes, okay? Talk to you later.